Elie Wiesel was born on September 30th, 1928, in Siet, a small town in what was then part of Romania, now Ukraine. He was raised in a close-knit Jewish community, deeply immersed in religious studies and Jewish traditions. His father, Shlomo Wiesel, was a respected figure in their town, known for his wisdom and commitment to the community. His mother, Sarah, was a devout woman who encouraged Elie to pursue religious and intellectual studies. He had 3 sisters, Hilda, Beatrice, and Zipporah. Wiesel's early life was abruptly disrupted in 1944 when Nazi forces deported his family to Auschwitz during the Holocaust. His mother and younger sister, Zipporah, perished upon arrival. He and his father endured unimaginable suffering in the concentration camps, moving from Auschwitz to Buna and later to Buchenwald, where his father ultimately died just months before liberation. After the war, Wiesel was sent to an orphanage in France, where he resumed his studies. He later pursued a career in journalism and began writing about his experiences. He eventually settled in the United States and became a citizen in 1963. In 1969, he married Marion Erster Rose, who became his lifelong partner and translator of many of his works. They had one son, Elisha Wiesel. Main works. Elie Wiesel's literary contributions spanned a variety of genres, including memoirs, novels, essays, and plays. They are all centered on themes of memory, human rights, and morality. Night 1956 is Wiesel's most famous work. It is a memoir based on his experiences as a teenager in Auschwitz and Buchenwald. It is a harrowing and deeply personal account of the Holocaust, exploring themes of loss, faith, and survival. The book remains one of the most important testimonies of the Holocaust. Dawn 1961 and Day 1962, along with Night, form Wiesel's Night Trilogy. Dawn and Day explore the psychological trauma of Holocaust survivors and the moral dilemmas they face in the aftermath of war. The Jews of Silence 1966 is a nonfiction work that highlights the plight of Jews living under Soviet oppression, calling for international attention and activism. A Beggar in Jerusalem 1968 is a novel that blends history, philosophy, and spirituality. It reflects on the aftermath of the Six-Day War in Israel. Souls on Fire 1972 is a collection of Hasidic tales and teachings showcasing Wiesel's deep engagement with Jewish mysticism and spirituality. The Trial of God 1979 is a play inspired by an event Wiesel witnessed in Auschwitz, where Jewish prisoners staged a mock trial against God for allowing their suffering. His 2-volume memoirs, All Rivers Run to the Sea, 1995, and the Sea is Never Full, 1999, detail his journey from childhood to becoming a Nobel laureate and global humanitarian. Throughout his career, Wiesel wrote more than 50 books, each serving as a reminder of history's darkest moments and the importance of bearing witness. Anecdotes and controversies. A poignant anecdote involves Wiesel's return to Auschwitz decades after his liberation. Walking through the ruins, he was accompanied by world leaders, including German Chancellor Angela Merkel. His ability to transform his suffering into a mission for peace and reconciliation was profoundly moving for all in attendance. He met numerous world figures, including Pope John Paul II, Nelson Mandela, and the Dalai Lama, using his influence to advocate for human rights, tolerance, and remembrance. One of the most remarkable moments in Wiesel's life occurred in 1979, when he met U.S. President Jimmy Carter. Wiesel's powerful words and advocacy played a crucial role in establishing the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum in Washington, D.C., and he later served as its founding chairman. In 1986, after winning the Nobel Peace Prize, Wiesel used his acceptance speech to highlight global human rights abuses. He famously stated, "Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. reinforcing his lifelong belief that indifference is as dangerous as hatred itself. However, there are some controversies involved in Wiesel's handling of Holocaust remembrance. Some critics felt that he prioritized Jewish suffering while not always addressing genocides in other regions with the same fervor. He was a staunch supporter of Israel's right to exist and defend itself, but some critics accused him of not speaking out strongly enough against the suffering of Palestinian civilians. His supporters argued that Wiesel sought peaceful dialogue and a two-state solution. Besides, he frequently spoke out against atrocities in Bosnia, Rwanda, Darfur, and Cambodia, making it clear that his advocacy extended beyond Jewish history. Conclusion: Elie Wiesel's legacy is one of remembrance, resilience, and moral responsibility. As a survivor, writer, and activist, he dedicated his life to ensuring that the horrors of the Holocaust were never forgotten, and that similar atrocities would not be repeated. His books, especially Night, continue to educate and inspire generations about the importance of bearing witness to history. Although his positions on political issues spark debate, his commitment to human dignity and justice remains undeniably strong. Wiesel's life serves as a testament to the power of words and the responsibility of survivors to share their stories. In a world still plagued by hatred and violence, his message of hope and remembrance continues to resonate.